Brian?
What has Brandon shown you? I know this is just the first practice and stuff, but I know, didn't he meet with George Whitfield over spring break, and what kind of conversations did you guys have after he did that?
I have no problem with him working out with George Whitfield. George really doesn't work on the specifics to the offense. George is really working on, work the quarterback and throwing the football and moving in the pocket. So George is really good at just keeping those quarterbacks active and moving. But when it comes to the playbook, when it comes to his teammates, when it comes to his coaches here, Brandon understands that, where the rubber hits the road, those are the guys that matter the most. And, he knows when it's time, for Notre Dame football, where the focus is. When there's, off time and he needs, to stay sharp, to work with another coach is certainly acceptable. And he works with his high school coach as well, in training. As I said to him, as long as at the end of the day, when it gets into the playbook and your teammates and your position coach here, that there's not, any confusion there, which there isn't. I have no problem with those kinds of interactions.
Have your former quarterbacks done that as well, working with other coaches?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Brian, just on a follow-up on that, I mean, when they've come back, obviously Everett spent a lot more time during his year off with George, but when they come back from these short bursts with George, I mean, do you see a noticeable difference with them? Do you say, wow, I'm glad that he did that?
No, not really. I think in those situations, they're just, I think it's a bullpen session. I think they're keeping their arm loose, they're keeping their feet loose, he's just keeping them active and, good throwing sessions. And I think, when it's a longer period, like when Everett was there, they were watching film because they had the whole time. But, in those short bursts, they're just, really just staying in the moment and throwing the football.